Now that we know what those basic shapes look like, we're going to shift them in this lesson. So vertical shifts are those that are shifted up or down, similar to the ones that we did with the linear functions, where they had different y-intercepts. And the reason why is because one function is the other function plus a number or minus a number. So when it was plus a number, remember that shifted the graph up that many units. And if it's minus a number, it's going to shift the graph down that many units. So that's an addition or subtraction that is affecting the y values exactly the way it says it is. So without plotting points, we're going to sketch the graphs of each pair of functions. So the basic function for a is x squared. That goes through the origin, and it looks like a parabola, like a U-shaped. And so we're going to have the same shape for g of x, but see there's a subtraction after that basic function, so that means we're going to shift everything down 1 unit. So instead of going through the origin, we're going to go through 0, negative 1. We're going to go down 1 unit, but we're going to have the same shape. And if you need another point, you could just evaluate that function at another point, so you can get another point for your homework for the MyMathLab program. In example B, we've got a basic shape of square root x, so that looks like this. And then we're going to shift plus 2, so up 2 units. So instead of going through 0, 0, we're going to go through 0, 2. That's going to be our new starting point, and we're going to have the same exact shape. And if you need another point, just evaluate the function at another point. So another type of shift that we can have is a horizontal shift, and that means shifting from the right or left. And you'll notice what the difference here is. We still have adding and subtracting, but it's inside of the function. So one function is the other function where you're adding and subtracting inside the basic function. So if you have subtraction, that's going to do the opposite of what you think it does. So these are affecting the x values. And this is going to go to the right that many units. If you have addition inside that basic function, then that's going to do the opposite. It's going to move to the left. So without plotting actual points, we're going to sketch these graphs. Our basic function for a is the absolute value, which looks like a v. And our shifting here inside that absolute value, there's a plus 2. So this is going to affect x, and it's going to do the opposite. We're going to go left 2 units. So instead of 0, 0, we're going to start at negative 2, 0. But we're going to have the exact same shape. For b, x squared, so that's that basic parabola shape. It's 0, 0. And g of x, we've got a couple of different shiftings here. So inside that square function, we have plus 2, so that's going to do the opposite. That's going to go left 2. So left 2 so far. But then outside of that basic function, we have minus 1. So that's a vertical shift, and it does exactly what it says, down 1. So instead of 0, 0, we're going to have negative 2, negative 1 for our starting point, and it has the same basic shape.